Hello everybody, how you all doing? My name is Rafael and welcome to today's video. Today I have another build for you, and this time it's a yellow striker build with the capacitor. This is obviously more of a meme in quotes build, simply because going with a full yellow skill damage build will give you better skill damage, or if you want to have more weapon damage, if you want to have as much weapon damage, then going with a full red striker build will get you better results. However, if you want to combine the two, this might be a build that you will enjoy. So let's get into it. As you can obviously tell, we're running 4 pieces of striker, including the backpack and the chest piece. We need the 200% increased weapon damage that we will get from the striker set, so that's why I decided to go with both the chest piece and the backpack. As you can see, all my striker pieces have yellow core attributes. That's because we want to have 6 skill tiers in this build. I get 5 skill tiers from my core attributes and 1 skill tier from the technician specialization, which means that I have room for 1 red core attribute, which is in my gloves. We will talk about my gloves later on the video. As you can see, however, pretty much every single attribute except 1 in this entire build is either critical hit chance or critical hit damage. I invested on my core attributes to be in yellow, but all the normal attributes are red. We have a total of 49.4% critical hit chance and 106% critical hit damage. The reason I decided to go with so many red attributes and not invest in any skill damage attributes or skill haste and things like that is because I want to have my primary source of damage in this build being the weapon damage. We have 6 skill tiers. We have the capacitor, which will give us an extra 60% skill damage when we have full stacks, so we should be fine when it comes to skill damage. Moving on, obviously, as I already told you, I'm using the capacitor for that 60% skill damage, but because it also benefits by the skill tiers that we have. For its yellow core attribute, the capacitor gains plus 7.5% increased weapon damage. I did some testing here, and turns out that the skill tier that we get from the specialization tree does not count for the capacitor, so the capacitor's weapon damage is increased by 5 skill tiers and not 6. Overall, we get a 37.5% increased weapon damage for the capacitor from those yellow core attributes. Something very interesting that I noticed while I was playing is that the capacitor actually performs really nice with the striker set because of the increased rate of fire and because of the weapon handling. It's like a laser beam. It's very accurate, very easy to control, and the rate of fire is very nice. The last 2 pieces of the build can be changed around a bit. I tried a lot of combinations, but I found out that I like this one the best. To be honest with you, I know what a lot of you are thinking, why you didn't go with a Pickers holster and 1 more Brasileir Cabas piece. That would most likely be a better option than the one I'm showing you right now. However, as I've said in previous of my videos, this new brand set hates me. I've been running Countdown on Heroic 5 and 6 times every day since this new brand set came out, and I still haven't been able, of course with the targeted loot on the new brand set, and I still haven't been able to get 1 good Picaros holster as well as 1 good mask or gloves or knee pads that, you know, I can recalibrate and play around and have it be with 1 skill tier as its core attribute, and then something like 10% skill damage and 6% critical hit chance or 12% critical hit damage for the remaining attributes. So I just gave up. It really seems impossible at this point. Even the Pickers holster that I think I have like 3 or 4. All of them are crapped except my PvP Pickers holster. So I just gave up. It really seems impossible at this point. If and when I actually get a good second Brasileir Cabas piece, you will see more builds from me with that brand set. But for the time being, Fox Sprays and Contractor's Gloves are the 2 items I decided to go with, simply because they have 2 multiplicative attributes on them. They have the damage targets out of cover, they have the damage to armor, and as I said, I want my primary source of damage to be the weapon damage on this build, so they fit very well. As you can see, the Fox pairs have a yellow core attribute, 8% damage targets out of cover and 10% skill damage. The irony here, however, is that for most of you, it would be much easier to get a Brasileir Cabas piece with some skill damage, critical hit damage on it, and a skill tier core attribute, and use the picker holster that you got from the season rewards, than to actually get yourself Fox Sprayer knee pads like the one that you're seeing here right now. Because I've been playing this game for almost 1,000 hours at this point, and these are the only Fox Sprayers I've seen drop with skill damage on them. So for you, I don't really know if it's going to be easier to go with one Fox Sprayer piece and one Contractor's Gloves, or with the Picker's Holster and one more Brazos the Arquebus piece. So do whatever you like with that information, right? My gloves are the Contractor's Gloves. They come with 8% damage to armor, and the Capacitor has another 11%, which can go all the way up to 12% damage to armor. So you can reach a total of plus 20% damage to armor that will melt heroic NPCs. Sadly, I'm not able to do a test and compare which option is better. Contractor's Gloves and Fox Sprayers, or Picker's Holster and another Brazos the Arquebus piece. The reason I'm not able to do the test is obviously that I don't have the Picker Holster and the other Brazos the Arquebus piece with the right attributes on it. So if I compare with the items I have right now, it wouldn't be a fair comparison, so I won't do it at all. However, from doing some calculations and from thinking it logically, there aren't any huge differences no matter what you choose. You have the Fox Sprayers and the Contractor's Gloves, which come with 2 core attributes, 2 normal attributes, and 2 multiplicative attributes, right? Then the other option is obviously the Picker's Holster and the second Brazos the Arquebus piece. They come with 2 core attributes, plus 1 skill tier, plus 15% weapon damage, so basically 4 core attributes. So someone could argue that, you know what, you're basically winning 2 red cores, because Fox Sprayers and Contractors have 1 red core and 1 yellow core attribute. So if we go with the Picker's Holster and the other Brazos the Arquebus piece, we get that 1 yellow core attribute from the Brandset bonus, right? And we get that red core attribute from the 15% weapon damage the Picker's Holster has on it. So basically, we get 2 extra core attributes that can be 30% weapon damage. And then we have 3 normal attributes, 1 on the Picker's Holster and 2 on the other piece. So basically, you win 2 core attributes and 1 normal attribute. However, keep in mind that those attributes, those core red attributes, those 15% weapon damage attributes are additive. Damage targets out of cover and damage to armor are multiplicative. So just because you get 2 extra core attributes doesn't necessarily mean that you will output more weapon damage. The differences in the damage are going to be very, very small, and after a lot of thinking and a lot of attempts to actually get the right pieces, I came to the conclusion that the extra potential damage that I might get is not really worth me spending God knows how many hours trying to get the perfect Picker's Holster, so I can have just 2 extra core attributes and 1 more extra normal attribute that might, because I don't even know yet, I'm not sure that they will put more damage, I really doubt it, so they might give me more damage. It wasn't worth it, so I stopped farming it and I went with my Contractor's Gloves and the Fox Sprayers, and I think that you should do the same. Go with whatever of the 2 options is easier for you to farm for, or if you might already have it. So yeah, don't think about it too much. Both ways, both options are going to be great. So yeah, that's it pretty much the build, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Obviously for our skills, Striker Drone and Attack Turret, simply because they're gonna be firing at enemies all the damn time, constant source of DPS. Each one of them hits around 100k. I think the drone hits for 90 something and the turret hits for 110 or something like that. So nice, consistent sources of damage that will help you clear content very, very fast. So yeah, thank you very much for watching the video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more content. Leave a comment down below. Share with me your opinion about this build. I really appreciate all the feedback you guys offer in the comments. Even if we disagree, it's nice to see, other people's thoughts. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye bye.